Air Georgian exists as a member of a community and an industry. What we represent to people in aviation or to people getting into aviation is opportunity. By being here today, we show that we are committed to communicating our opportunities to people looking to be in or around aviation, as well as to learning what other opportunities are available for people seeking a career in aviation. Air Georgian is making significant investment in flight training, both for our existing employees and those who are being introduced and line indoctrinated into the airline environment, as well as people who haven't yet fully considered a career in flight or don't know how to get to a career in piloting or aircraft maintenance or in-flight service. Air Georgian is developing a training facility, a dedicated training facility that will be close in proximity to our Toronto Pearson base, and it's going to be a space that will be entirely dedicated to the recruiting, hiring, interviewing, onboarding, and training, both initial and recurrent environment. Air Georgian has two bases in Canada, the primary being at Toronto Pearson International Airport and the secondary base being in Calgary, Alberta. We operate just under 30 aircraft in the Air Canada Express brand. And really what we consider unique about what we do is our drive, our continuous drive to offer better service without losing sight of what we're here to do, which is to be a competitive, dynamic, active, and aggressive carrier in the regional aircraft market serving Air Canada Express.
It's very much a family environment. You'll hear that a lot around Air Georgian. The culture is great in that way. It's very supportive. I mean, we're still a small to mid-sized company with about 500 employees. So with that size, you're able to know everyone from the pilots to the flight attendants, and you can walk into the hangar and the maintenance employees by name. And I hear from the crew a lot that they spend more time with their co-workers outside of work now than they do with their friends from before. So one of our most exciting recent announcements was our Instructor Rating Subsidy program, where we'll actually fully finance an instructor rating for selected flight school students. And in turn, they stay and instruct with their flight school for 18 months, and then they move on to Air Georgian as a first officer with us. And one of the major goals with this was helping with the pilot shortage and especially with the flight schools and their instructor shortage. We all need new pilots coming into the industry, and without instructors, we can't do that. And so this program really recognizes the importance of instructors for the whole aviation industry.
The pilot shortage is absolutely real. It is a very, very real phenomenon that is affecting our domestic and international markets. We are projected to have pilot shortages of over 500,000 people within the time frame of about 20 years. Today, Air Georgian is looking at pilots who are under 1,000 hours and sometimes as early as right out of their flight training to start their career. We are investing in pilots earlier in their career to show them how serious we are about their development, and it gives younger pilots a chance to evaluate Air Georgian as a business. The number one attractor to Air Georgian in terms of how people view their career goals is the ability to move on to Air Canada mainline. And out of the Air Canada Express partners, Air Georgian is your fastest path. When we talk about success, we don't measure it in terms of rates. We measure it in terms of how our people from our team are developing and moving on to the careers of their choice. So when we talk about success rates, we tend to look at a pilot's success in terms of what their goal was with their career and where they ended up today. All we know is that a lot of pilots come back to us and say that Air Georgian was the most fun they ever had in their flying career, and they're so happy to be where they are, and they don't think they'd be where they were today were it not for the time and development that they had at Air Georgian.